A message. Yeah, so OBS disconnected, but I'm coming back online. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I hope you guys... Yeah, that's strange. My Twitch dashboard didn't say anything happened. And I have 0 dropped frames on OBS, so I don't know. I hope I'm live again. Okay, good, I'm back. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but whatever. So yeah, I guess Pathfinding. I don't think this name actually matters, so I'll just... I guess I could see what I called it. Yes, this is Pathfinding Target, so the other one was probably Pathfinding All. This is basically just a tag for the Lewis scripts. Okay, so now data end type and the max cost, and then if end type was a terminate function, which basically means some function will decide if the pathfinding should stop at that point. Then we have that. Okay, I don't need to do that because it's already been registered to start. Okay, so I think that's fine. It's kind of strange that some of this is like set up in here and some of it is set up in the Lua. Maybe I should just move this function in here. Actually, yeah, pretty much works. Okay. Oh, except, well, I can actually do that. So Pathfinder. And then we'll need to Pathfinder add working. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, so I guess I don't need this class anymore. And then I just need to make this internal. Yeah, so I think I like that better because it puts all this logic in one class instead of having it kind of straddled between them. Okay, so the find all paths, it is nearly the same. Oh, yeah, that's what I was just working on, of course. Okay, and then finally I just need to update this function, or not update it, but I need to bring it into here, and it's actually simpler. Okay, so we'll have validate common. Okay, and now there's this some extra stuff in here. Okay, that should actually be target node. Yeah, so this is finder add start. How does that work? I think I just add this to the starts, wouldn't I? Oh, I think I'd add it to the queue actually. I don't think it works like that. Let me see. Okay, I don't really want this. I guess it doesn't matter because the Lua classes already deal with these nodes regardless. I was gonna say I don't really want this class to have to handle the Q node, but and then we just return the yield tag. That's what the Lua scripts will have a handle on. Okay, so I think done here, so I can delete these. And Lua container, which basically resolves all these Lua objects. We can have the pathfinding. And then I need to resolve the pathfinding manager. I think that's about it. Okay, so all that should be fine. Okay, so now I need to update this Pathfinder to change it from using data that's stored in it to using this data. So again, this shouldn't be public. And actually that won't be stored within the Pathfinder either. Okay, so it looks like this path info class is actually obsolete. I think I'll go ahead and mark it so I don't forget. Okay, so I should change this to a function. So public pool is complete data or, and we want to return that the queue within the data is 0. This will actually be pretty easy, I think. All I have to do is just put data dot at the beginning of everything. Okay, I don't need any of this because I can just grab it from the data object itself. Okay, so pass the pathfinding data here, and I think I'll just shorten it to D because it's going to be the beginning of almost all this. Thought I had. Oh, right, the frame iterations is just part of the Pathfinder manager now. Oh, it's private. I don't know why that is. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Oh no, I'm looking for this. Okay, so max frame iterations and then data dot. And so this basically just makes sure that we won't do more than this many searches in one frame because we don't want to cause the game to hang up too much. Okay, yeah, and so if we somehow exceed this total iterations and probably we've somehow gotten into like an infinite search. So we just clear the queue, and I guess I should set it as, well, it doesn't. I wonder if I should mark it as incomplete or as an error somehow. I don't know. Okay, so basically all these I'm going to need to pass that pathfinding data variable to. So to save myself some typing, I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste. Could also just store this as a variable, but I don't know, I don't really like to do that. It's kind of messy. Okay, so then here that we d dot target. Thankfully, I don't really need to change any of the logic in here. Okay, that was pretty simple. Let's just look and see through here if there's any more errors I need to fix, but I think everything might be good to go. Okay, what's wrong with this? Unreachable code. Okay, so that's why this is valid node type was static. Well, I guess that's fine. I can have it both ways, actually. Oh, right, I can delete these. Oh, I can... So basically I'm just going to have this, and then it will call the static version. Just to make things a little simpler. All is ambiguous. Okay, I guess I won't do that. I don't know how it's ambiguous because this one's clearly an instance variable. Okay, fine. I'll just use the static version. Okay, actually, there's still a few more scripts I should look through. Okay, so this is obsolete. Priority queue, thankfully I don't have to change. Okay, so this queue node is a little confusing. All it does... I kind of want to get rid of this. But, the reason I did this is because I don't want these values to change. I just marked them as read only. I might do that. But it's because in Moonsharp, which is our Lua interpreter, doesn't have a good hash code for these dynamic values when the dynamic value has a user data, which basically just means any C# object, and a dynamic value is a Lua variable, in other words. So I kind of have to like use my own hash code. But it works okay. But yeah, I want to get rid of this. And I'm going to be a little lazy about it. I don't have to go and change everything to lowercase myself. Oops. Oops. That was wrong thing. Okay, so now I'll change all these to public, read only. Now they won't be settable outside the constructor, which is... Yeah, I don't want this class to be able to be changed, because that could mess up our hashes. Okay, but... Okay, so this is the object registry is going to complain, but I don't really care, because this class is not used anymore. Okay, so I do need to update, yeah, this class actually, because this is what the Lua scripts use to like see the results of pathfinding. What's this complaining about? Inconsistent accessibility. Oh, let's complain because this is public. Okay, this always is kind of annoying. Okay, let's just make it all public, because I think it needs to be public so that Moonsharp can deal with it. Okay, this class can stay private. Anyway, back to this. Use the end nodes list. That must have been a note to myself, but I do use the end node list, so... Oh right, I don't use this anymore. I have the data already. Okay, I see what's going on. So if I've already cached or created this, then I just return. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, because obviously pathfinding can visit a lot of stuff, so I don't want to have to create a bunch of these path variables that aren't needed. So I only call this find all paths if I need to find all paths, which is right here, get all subpaths. Yeah, so I don't think this can ever happen anymore. I don't know why I don't want to throw an error. Anyway, I think this looks good. so do I not actually need the pathfinding data? Okay, well it's not a big deal to pass it anyway. Okay, I thought I specifically edited this so that, or like I renamed all this stuff so I didn't have to go and fix these type of errors. Not that big of a deal though. Okay, I think that's good. Is this, yeah, it's information about a specific path that was found to a specific node. So I guess it can reconstruct the entire path just by having the end node because the end node has a link to its previous. That's what this find order does. It goes backwards through there and then it reverses it. So the first node is at the beginning. Okay, so I think I finally updated everything with pathfinding. Alright, that took most of the stream, but... Okay. It's gotta recompile everything. So let's see what happens now. Hopefully there won't be any errors. Oh, there was one. Oh, okay, I think I know what's wrong. I forgot one step. The requested feature is not implemented. Oh, to get a monster's position. Okay, well, we'll do that in a second. But also, this is complaining because I don't... Oh, actually, I'm not sure. Why this is null. Probably just because that monster is null, but I did forget to do something, so... what I need to do is register a callback for the open call manager to tell if a pathfinding request is done. So let me remember, how do I do that? Basically I would just do this, it would be pathfinding and then is request ready. Oh yeah, but I need to change it to also pass an open call, so let me... Okay, so that's happy now, but this will take the open call. And then here I need to pass that through. Hopefully this won't be a problem. Yeah, I have it here, so... Okay, I didn't think that would be any big deal. Okay, so I think we'll still have that error about monster get position not being implemented, but maybe it'll still be, we'll still get the null reference, I don't know, but... Okay, yeah, so it's the same, but that's okay. So the reason that monster get position isn't implemented right now is because I haven't updated the system to work with the new actions. And the get position is, like, we still have this, but I think I did write a note for myself. Yeah. Okay, actually I don't need to do this because I combined both those caches into one, so I'll just delete that. So what really I just need to come back later whenever I update the action system to add back this or add this back into it. Let me see. So okay, so pathfinding is not enabled. Okay, well, that makes sense actually. That shouldn't happen. Well, I mean, it should change to error, but it shouldn't throw our transition to the same phase if it's already in it. Okay, that's because I don't check if phase does not equal state current phase. So what I need to do is just go to the ability usable and allow it to use pathfinding. And while I'm here, I might as well do it for this script because I know I want pathfinding to be allowed here. Do I want to allow stat requests? Okay, I'll leave that out actually because yeah, you shouldn't really have to worry about other monster stats when you do this. Anyway, so hopefully now we won't get any more errors. Oh. Is request. Oh, do I not implement Finder? Oh yeah, I guess I don't. So need to create a new instance of that. Let's try one more time. Although I don't know why is this giving me a null reference. It's saying that the request is null. Or that the call is. Oh, okay. I was getting confused, but okay, I don't know. Let's wait and see. Because I don't know why something would be null and is request filled. Okay, so yeah, now everything worked. Although I'm not sure what abilities are actually usable, so the pathfinding could have still messed up. But it's going to be difficult to test it until we actually get a bit farther into it. I don't really want to start working on the abilities right now since stream is almost done. And I've got and it's gonna be the weekend, so maybe we will test pathfinding just a bit. We store the paths here. We could just print out. So if there's more than one path, then chances are everything's working because I didn't really change any of the pathfinding logic. So if results, just print out num paths. I think actually I was gonna try and print out the ability name, but I think actually the ability class doesn't even have that information yet, so. Okay, so they're both 0. That's not the best sign. Okay, so I'm just trying to think about a good way to test this. Because I can't. It could be quite a bit that's going wrong. I guess first let's check to make sure that pathfinding actually is running. Unity engine, debug, log, pathfinding. Okay, and so then I'll just print out basically every node that we go to. Visiting, oops, I can't spell it. I think I have a 2-string. I guess not. Okay, I hope this has a good 2-string, but I have a feeling it's just going to say user data, but we'll have the previous, then head and cost. Let's see what that happens now. Okay, so it looks like pathfinding did not fire. Actually, I don't think that the Pathfinder manager I don't think it got registered to tick because it's part of the Lua container. And yeah, it doesn't tick. So I need to actually register this up farther, which I think will work okay because it turns out the Pathfinder manager doesn't need most of the Lua things. So I need to put it in the actual game class, which is the topmost container. Yeah, which makes sense because we actually have the open call manager here, so fine, initialize Lua interface, pathfinding, Pathfinder manager, and this will just be on the normal priority. So that might be all that was wrong. Because it wasn't updating, so... Oh, that's interesting, actually. Yeah, because I thought it was complete when it had never even started. Quick reference not set to an instance. Oh, okay, I need to bind the Pathfinder. So, okay. Let me see here. The Lua interface is bound at this point, but the Pathfinder manager... Well, I guess that would be okay. Okay, I think a better way to do it is this pathfinding won't actually get the Pathfinder at this point. Instead, here, so if Pathfinder, this is kind of messy. I was gonna say that if Pathfinder is null, then it would try and grab it, but then I need to keep a reference to the context. Okay, so the Pathfinder manager, let's close. We're getting way too many things open. It only needs the events, the data, and open calls, so it can actually go pretty far up in the list. It needs to go before the Lua container. This is a bit strange, but oh yeah, and the open calls needs to go before. Let's rearrange it. The Lua container should probably go at the end, actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of reshuffling stuff here. I think this will be fine. The Lua container. Well, nothing in here needs the Lua container itself. So yeah, I think we'll be fine. And as long as none of this stuff needs the Lua container, which it doesn't look like it does. Is this? Oh, it does need the Lua container. Okay. Maybe the best thing to do is to not have the Lua container actually resolve anything until later. Right now oh, I have this create new. Oh, so, wait, when is this called? Oh yeah, it's called during loading. Oh yeah, it doesn't resolve anything, so okay, I'm making a big deal out of nothing. And its constructor only uses the game, which it only needs for the context. Okay, so there's some other reason. Why is it null? Oh, because I still don't bind the Pathfinder manager, which I need to. So, context. Resolve. No, it would be context.bind. Oh. Oh no, I would return the pipe. Okay, I think that should fix that issue. Okay, what was happening was the Pathfinder manager was being created, but it wasn't being added into the context registry, so anything that needed the Pathfinder manager wasn't able to get a hold of it. Okay, well, we're still getting errors, but validate common. Oh, and now I removed the reference to it here, so. Okay, let's try it one more time, and I'm gonna probably need to go. But hopefully this will fix the issue. I hate to leave on a cliffhanger. Okay, so I think... Okay, so what's going on here is the Lua is just assuming that it's done because... Oh wait, let's see. Because incomplete, or yeah, is complete just looks at the queue, but the count is always 0 at the beginning, isn't it? So... here. Yeah, I don't enqueue the start node or find all, but didn't I? Oh, I see. The start's not passed through, so I guess it could have been, but yeah, because they both just have one start value. Okay, let's just see if this gets something to start working. Okay, so yeah, now it visited a bunch of nodes. But yeah, this debugging is bad because it just says user data. I don't actually understand that print line. I think I must have messed up something there, but anyway, so we did get some results from the pathfinding, which is good to see. But yeah, I'll need to come and update that later. But yeah, I guess I better stop. So I know we didn't actually get to selecting abilities, but I forgot that we had to update the pathfinding. But I'm glad that that's all done. So yeah, it looks like it's good to go. So I probably won't stream any this weekend, but I will be definitely back Monday at about noon Eastern. So feel free to follow me here on Twitch to be notified. I'll also post on Twitter when I go live, so you can check there. And then if you want to catch up on any previous streams, just if you're curious how the game used to look, you can look at my YouTube channel. I upload everything there. And finally, I have a Discord server where you can chat with me. I'd love to have you. But I think I better end it here and go get a bite to eat. So have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.